Hey my beautiful friends, thank you so much for tuning in. I have been dying to do an update video for you guys, especially what happened to my Veda. So if you guys were watching some of my videos for the month of April, I was trying to vlog every day in April and I did pretty good. I mean, my father-in-law was here, but that was my purpose. I wanted to share what we were doing on our time off, vacation and stuff like that. I did a few different videos here and there, but the day my father-in-law left, the day after, from that day on, I just couldn't get myself to film. I had between baseball, church ministry, business, Sundays, I never filmed on Sundays. Then Monday came, went, and I got so sick. So it was like Veda, I didn't get to do a conclusion of my Veda or Vita, whatever you want to call it. But I just wanted to come up here and give you guys a heads up of what's been going on and just kind of keep it moving here. Keep it moving on my channel. So, but yes, I'm so sorry that I didn't get to finish. I had some videos in mind, but I'll move them to May now. And yeah, so, okay, let's do a homeschool update. So far, what happens not in May and spring for me, and I have learned to accept this about myself, is that structure kind of like goes out the door, and I start having homeschool in anywhere around the house, outside. I just have freedom. I just stop putting that pressure on myself to have the homeschool room only to do homeschool or to do our major homeschool. Like I feel like I always have that pressure that like everything is downstairs. Let's just go downstairs, but at the same time I could just bring stuff up. So where we are right now, we are doing really good with JL's curriculum for his language arts. I will be doing a curriculum review, but I'm waiting for him to finish his last two books, because comparing to last year, the review that I gave the company last year was great, and I want to do the same job this year. So I want to finish the two book studies that come with this curriculum before I even sit down and actually give you guys a review. So the language arts curriculum, it is learning language arts through literature. If you're interested in finding anything about that company for language arts, I'm gonna link down below the curriculum review that I did for his third grade. They have the same rhythm, the same setup, because they teach all those concepts the same, which is grammar, spelling, reading, writing, and all that in one curriculum. So the setup is the same, which comes with everyday words. How they teach the spelling is the same for the fourth grade, and the books are differently, but the book reviews are almost the same. Questions, they have activities to do with the book reviews, so to see how much they were able to retain from reading their book. So it's just the same kind of rhythm with the curriculum. So I want to just encourage you guys to watch that video if you're looking into the company, because I like this company's philosophy of teaching grammar and teaching language arts. And so yeah, so I will be doing that review later. Now what you will expect from me, at least this week, because I am doing a few videos like right now, I want to talk about my geography curriculum. We finished geography like a month and a half ago because we were doing workbooks, and I'll talk about that in the next video. So right now what we are just finishing up is some math and some language arts. JL finished his first portion of the vocabulary. I did a review of his vocabulary curriculum. I'll link it down below as well. And also science is something that we're doing. We're still doing the arthropod unit with the good and the beautiful, and I always do mystery science, which is another curriculum review you'll see from me very soon. I'll talk about our science and just show you why we love it so much. And then history is just one of those things, and I'll put it out here, that I should have gone with my instincts. The Good and the Beautiful History 1 was great in the beginning because we did ancient times, and at that moment we were pairing our art history that I had gotten from my Teachers Pay Teachers. From Teachers Pay Teachers, I have found this really great curriculum for art called Art History, and I had paired ancient studies with our art history with our Passport to Adventures, which was our morning time, and we enjoyed those first few lessons of the good and the beautiful so much because of everything else that was, you know, paired with it, or just kind of like entwined with it, right? Once we hit medieval times, it just became a little harder. So for me, my quick explanation here is that there's so much to read. I didn't like the book that they had chosen to read aloud to the children for that medieval time period. And then there was so much to read, it was overwhelming. And I just stopped it. I literally just stopped it. And I decided to just stop history for a while and focus on other subjects and stuff like that. Now, I am accountable to teach my kids history. So we have been doing history through Passport to Adventure, which is a great curriculum for geography, for history. It's just so much you learn from those books from the Magic Tree House. And also I started doing the Heritage Letter, which I shared also during my Veda time. And it's a snail mail subscription letter that you get on a famous historian, and then you make it like a unit study. So we just are learning about Adam Pond right now, John James Adam Pond, and we're gonna be learning on I think it's Henry Hudson next. I love the whole concept of it, so that's something that we're implementing. And then we're doing American history next year, so I'll give you a glance of that. And I'm going to sprinkle some of that now, just to see if we love the curriculum that we picked for next year, so that I am already set. But yeah, so that's what happened with history. It's just short and sweet. And it was not just me, my kids. The moments that we read, the next few lessons, I think we did like 3 more lessons after our ancient study. They were like not getting it. So it was hard. It was hard for all the reading, and for them to understand that it was just not at their level. So in my opinion, that's just what happened to our history. But so yeah, so that's my opinion. What else is happening? Jonah's doing great with his reading. I just have to continue. I am doing the learning language arts through literature with his first grade, and it's going great. I really do love that curriculum. So he's learning how to read. We're getting somewhere. God is good. And his math, he gets the concept so well. We're using Horizons. It's going well. At this point, what I do is that I go through the curriculum to see how many pages we have left, how many lessons, and I just take out the ones that are repetitive. There's so much repetition in Horizons because it's a spiral approach that I can do that. Because he already learned the concept so well, I can skip a couple of lessons. So that's great. And then he also finished his geography books. We were doing, and then of course with the learning language arts literature, that's all reading, writing, everything's there. We're also doing handwriting without tears. We're almost done with the workbook because we use it like twice a week. And then what else is he doing? I'm focusing on time with him. He's learning his time, like how to tell time. And then science. He does science with his brother and he loves it. So they've done tons of learning. So at this point, when May comes, I do a more relaxed approach, but I still continue the curriculum that we're using. I just have grace on myself to enjoy the days here in my home because my home is small. So if I go downstairs to the basement, I feel enclosed on a beautiful spring day. When I do the homeschool up here, the doors are open, the windows are open. It's different. It's a different feeling. So I definitely like to do homeschool here in my kitchen or in the living room or outside. We did some homeschool outside today. We read some books. We looked at birds and studied birds. And so yeah, so starting May, I do that. I do a more relaxed. And we end up going downstairs on rainy days. So it works out. I just kind of loosen up a little bit. But yeah, that is my update for you guys. I wanted to just talk about the history a little bit because I think that it's good to catch up with you guys and just tell you plainly why we stopped history, just so you know. Sometimes we just think that something will work and it just might not work, and it's okay to stop. And as far as our electives like art, this is something that we do during our morning time, and I've done several videos here to show you guys what we do. For my 3-year-old, we're still focusing on fine motor skills, some basic skills. He's learning so much and alongside his brothers. And I also did start him on ABC Mouse, which teaches him so much and he is enjoying it. So anyways, I just wanted to talk to you guys for a little bit. Just come up here and tell you what happened with my beta and just catch up with you, do some homeschool chit chat with you guys. I hope that you look forward to the curriculums review that are coming up. I have another idea for videos for you guys, and I'm just excited to talk to you guys about our plans, which I already picked out all my curriculum for next year. So I'm looking forward to doing that video as well for you guys and just talking to you guys what we're doing for next year. So please, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button so you can stay connected and don't miss out on those videos. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.